What a night for a fight. Under the lights, my name is Todd Grisham. We are here at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. Introducing first, it's Riddick Big Daddy Bowe. 6'5", 240 pounds with a reach of 81 inches. And his opponent, Deontay Wilder. He is the Bronze Bomber, 6'7" tall with that massive 83-inch reach.
You've got power, you've got size. It's like somebody blocked the sun out. Then you've got someone that's shorter, that's lighter, that's smaller. They've got to move, they've got to use their speed. Depend on their boxing skills. If you can do that, if you can outbox them, you can beat.
Here comes Riddick Bowe, the Big Daddy. Despite being 6'5" tall, one of the best inside fighting heavyweights there's ever been. The Bronze Bomber, fighting out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the former heavyweight champion of the world.
You can.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner,
from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the two-time...
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, and there's the bell to start the round. Swing and a miss with that jab. No rest for the weary. Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How they prepared for this, these fighters. This is going to be so hard, so different.
Well done with that counter shot. Oh, what a punch. These two fighters are made for one another. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. We're about to see a first-round knockout. Oh, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's a knockdown.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So he's back up on his feet, but can he get back into this fight?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you.
For the final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Good counter punch. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. They ring the bell, and here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
Beautiful counter shot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. You'd like to see more jabs. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
Hook just can't find the target. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Jab not finding its target. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Back and forth they go. Big hook doesn't land. There's a counter shot. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Remember, with a lighterweight, you're expecting at least 300 shots a round. They can let these shots go. They can move, they're fast, they're sharp. It's a hard night work for the referee.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. That hook won't score. Defense is not an option for these two. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be, we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off, then blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
Nothing but air on that hook. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. When are we going to see a jab from these two?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That hook doesn't score. Can they finish it? Referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there.
And is this the beginning of...
One, two, three, four, five.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
There's a right hand. Nice counter shot. Throws the jet.
One, two, three, four, five.
Let's talk about Bowe in that last round.
They believe their fighter has it in.
They ring the bell, and here we go. And there's the bell to start the round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. That hook won't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know what?
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
These two featherweights are going to let their hands go. You know that.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Both men step back for just a moment. Throws the jab but does not score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Bowe in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action. They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nope, that hook won't score. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Just missed with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. There's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
They're both trying for a knockout. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes the night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Because they're so big, because they can push, because they've got the weight behind them. They may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire, because somebody's going to get hurt and someone's got to react.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Nope, that hook won't score. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They both want the knockout. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You'd like to see more jabs. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Can't find a home with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. Hook misses. Perfect counter. So the judges can't make up their mind. No one wins, no one loses. This fight ends in a draw.
A draw? Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy with that. Why? Because the build-up was ridiculous. The things that were said were ridiculous. But these two fighters were evenly matched. And this is why we've got a draw. One thing is for certain, we're going to do it all over again.